them to hook up to and get enough water. And that's why every time the wind would blow, it just kept coming closer and closer and closer.
Another resident told us firefighters had to leave the area off Bishop Trace because 2 fire hydrants on that street didn't have any water. Some residents plan to address this issue today by calling Perdido Bay Water. We're told that more than 9 different entities assisted in putting out Saturday's blaze. Laura, Jared.
Thank you very much. It is 7:02 already.
Already. Wow. Okay. Stopping with the moving slow, getting excited about heading into an even nicer day. I mean, Brooke, the weekend wasn't bad, but Monday's looking pretty nice.
Yeah, it's going to be a gorgeous one today. We're going to be looking at some sunshine. Temperatures warming up today as well, slightly warmer than what we saw over the weekend. We're going to be getting into the upper 60s, low 70s. Few passing clouds, a gorgeous sunrise happening right now over our Okaloosa Island camera. So if you are moving a little slow on this Monday, it's going to be quite nice if you are heading out on that commute. We're in the mid to upper 40s. We should get into the 50s very shortly as that sun gets a little bit higher. Calm winds. We are looking at decent visibility. Now tomorrow we're going to be looking at an increase in that moisture humidity. So we're going to be looking at a chance of some fog developing by tomorrow morning. So we'll watch for that. But today looking clear. Your radar is going to be staying nice and dry. Mostly sunny skies for this afternoon with those temperatures going from those 40s into the 50s, 60s. Highs today right around 70 degrees. Most of us are going to hit right at 70 for today. Heading overnight tonight, temperatures will drop back into the 50s and most of us wake up in the 50s tomorrow morning. So it does look like a warmer day today, leading us into a warmer pattern as we head into your week ahead. So it does look like we're going to be looking much warmer. We do have some rain with this as well. We're going to be tracking out some showers by the end of the week coming up.
Checking out your Monday morning drive. It's not looking too bad right now. Beautiful shot here across the Escambia Bay Bridge. Light traffic at 7:03.
A 36-year-old woman is in the Escambia County Jail accused of killing her 5-year-old child.
Jalinda Smith is charged with aggravated negligent manslaughter of a child. Right now, she's being held without bond.
5-year-old's body recovered Friday morning from the Perdido Bay off Lillian Highway. The boy found in a trash bag. Deputies initially responded after getting a call from Smith's sister. Sheriff Chip Simmons says she shares some concerns about her nephew.
Now, the child was not reported missing prior to the body being found. After the body was recovered, crime scene investigators went to Smith's apartment, which is about 30 minutes away. It is not yet known if they took anything out of that apartment, nor have any specific circumstances around the child's death been released.
Now, court records do show that Smith was arrested in Escambia County in March of 2022 for child neglect. The charges later dropped after Smith completed a pretrial intervention parental skills course.
We have the full story posted on our website right now, weartv.com. If you want to bop over there and read all the details, just scan the QR on your screen. It will take you straight to this story.
2 Baldwin County men are now in custody after an MLK Day shooting. This happened in Atmore.
Jajavius Williams and Jatavius Williams have been arrested, and they're facing 2 counts of attempted murder, 4 counts of shooting into an unoccupied building, and 1 count of shooting into an occupied building.
They were booked into the Escambia County, Alabama jail Saturday, both being held without bond. Last month, police arrested Nathaniel Crenshaw and Tobijah Crenshaw on the very same charges. Now, the shooting happened outside a convenience store. It's at the corner of Ashley Street and Carver Avenue, January 19th. 2 people suffered gunshot wounds, and that investigation is still underway. In our nation's capital today, lawmakers with just a few days to find a funding solution on the Department of Homeland Security or see the agency and others shut down. Looking live this morning at Capitol Hill, we know this much. Democrats are demanding reforms to federal immigration enforcement. Those demands include requiring immigration agents to wear body cameras and remove face masks, among other conditions. House Minority Leader Hakeem Jeffrey says if those demands are not met, a DHS shutdown would be the fault of the Republicans. Some Republican lawmakers have indicated openness to some of those demands. The deadline is Friday. Missing that deadline would not cause a full government shutdown, but it would create some problems. The specific deadline is some kind of agreement to provide funding specifically for the Department of Homeland Security. How about a little bit of good news? Yes. Somebody is waking up a winner today. They have a Fantasy 5 ticket that they bought at the State Line gift shop on Highway 97 in McDavid. McDavid.
Can't even talk. It's so great to talk about money. It was a midday drawing worth over $55,000. This was the only winner in the state. So congrats if you have the ticket that says 11, 26, 28, 30, 35.
We love to see what's going on your world. The best way to show us is with pictures and video. You can text WEAR TV to 95577. Easier still, go to our website and click on Chime In.
And straight ahead, another appeal for the safe return of Nancy Guthrie, where investigators say the case stands almost 2 weeks after her abduction.
And as you no doubt know, the Seahawks took the win for the Super Bowl with the help of some local talents. We'll have a review.
Feel perhaps on the morning after the Super Bowl that coffee is
more important,
but let's toast Devin Witherspoon, Pine Forest High alum, with such a showing in the big game. Cheers.
To you, sir.
It's a coffee break.
We are now into week number 2 in the search for Nancy Guthrie.
Yeah, the 84-year-old reportedly abducted from her home in Tucson. Law enforcement still saying they have no specific suspects nor persons of interest.
Her children, making another appeal to the kidnappers, posted a new video over the weekend, told the captors, if you will, that she and the siblings, Savannah said this, are willing to pay for their mother's return.
We received your message and we understand. We beg you now to return our mother to us so that we can celebrate with her. This is the only way we will have peace. This is very valuable to us, and we will pay.
Law enforcement says Guthrie was referring to a message sent Friday to a Tucson television station. Both the FBI and the Pima County Sheriff's Department have been analyzing this message. They say they have not determined its authenticity.
And the FBI has not said whether any of the messages from the supposed kidnappers are credible, but they are taking them seriously, is what they say.
earlier message made demands for Bitcoin, as you recall. That early message established two deadlines. One of them was last week. The other one is today. Right now, the FBI is offering a $50,000 reward for information that could lead to the recovery of Guthrie and/or an arrest and conviction in her abduction.
Luigi Mangione's state trial is now set to begin come June time.
Mangione is accused of fatally shooting United Healthcare CEO Brian Thompson in New York City in December of 2024. This state trial is taking place months before he is scheduled to face federal charges in this murder.
The timeline was moved up after prosecutors asked to go to trial first, arguing the state led the investigation, interviewed key witnesses, and secured the initial indictment. Mangione's federal trial is scheduled for September.
Now, defense attorneys have said they need more time to prepare for that federal case. Right now, Mangione is facing life in prison if he is convicted of the most serious state or federal charges.
At 7:12, we talk about the Super Bowl. It's not breaking news at this point, but the Seahawks are Super Bowl champions. We all know.
Yeah, a lot of field goals in the game, but however you get there, you're there, right? The New England Patriots were defeated 29-13. This is Seattle's second Super Bowl win, and their defense is getting a lot of credit.
The defense pummeled Patriots quarterback Drake May, sacked him 6 times. Credit for that effort goes in part to Devin Witherspoon, Pine Forest High grad, served as team captain at the Super Bowl. Closer look at all the deets in just a few minutes.
Now let's talk about Team USA, near the top of the list for the gold and the total count at the Winter Olympics, and now there was a men's singles.
Torn ACL, 41 years old, right?
41, the oldest in the men's and the women's competition, so a shame to see it end like that.
Well, let's do the rundown of the medal count so far. Norway leading the way with gold medals, 3 total. 6 medals for Norway in all, 1 silver and 2 bronze.
The U.S. in second place right now for gold with 2 medals and no others.
Italy has the most medals overall, 1 gold, 2 silver, and 6 bronze.
Japan and Austria also outranking the U.S. in total medal count. They are 3 and 4 medals respectively.
And there's always controversy. It's the Olympics after all. President Trump is lashing out at Olympic skier Hunter Hess, calling him a loser.
During a press conference ahead of the games, Hess was asked what it means to represent the U.S. We want to read you his full statement.
I think it brings up mixed emotions to represent the U.S. right now, I think. It's a little hard. There's obviously a lot going on that I'm not the biggest fan of, and I think a lot of people aren't. I think for me, it's more I'm representing my friends and family back home, the people that represent it before me, all the things that I believe are good about the U.S. I just think if it aligns with my moral values, I feel like I'm representing it. Just because I'm wearing the flag doesn't mean I represent everything that's going on in the U.S. So yeah, I just kind of want to do it for my friends and my family and the people that support me getting here.
President Trump posted on Truth Social, U.S. Olympic skier Hunter Hess, a real loser, says he doesn't represent his country in the current Winter Olympics. If that's the case, he shouldn't have tried out for the team, and it's too bad he's on it. Very hard to root for someone like this, unquote.
All the deets on the double bridge run in a minute, but meteorologist Brooke Richardson continuing to slay your personal records.
Yeah, I mean, from the last time I ran this race, which was a couple years ago, it was a 11-minute PR for me. So definitely brought up some time. It was a blast, though. A lot of people got PRs on Saturday because tailwind, beautiful weather.
Tailwind, eh?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
A little bit of a tailwind. It's funny, I was talking to Garmin. Garmin also got a PR.
Did he really?
Oh,
He did.
That's
Excellent.
wonderful. Yeah, this is one of the premier 15Ks in the country, right? It's huge.
Yeah, you know, there's not. It's a kind of a niche distance. So there's really not that many 15Ks.
Yeah.
It's 9.3 miles. You usually hear about 10K and
Yeah.
half marathon. But yeah, it's a pretty popular one.
Well,
Sold
the
out.
bridges were there first.
Yes.
So then you get it.
And you know, people were talking to me over the weekend, and apparently the old bridge was a little bit more of an incline for longer, so it was a little bit worse than this bridge. This is a little bit easier to run.
And a tailwind.
Yeah, and a tailwind.
Well, despite that, and despite staying up for the entire Super Bowl, you have walked in this Monday so bright-eyed and chipper, and life is good.
You know, it might be sleep deprivation. We'll take a nap this afternoon, but it's nice weather, so if you are a little sleepy, maybe you were doing the the double bridge run over the weekend and you're also a little sleepy this morning, it's going to be gorgeous conditions. Perfect as you are heading out and about. We do have clear conditions across the roadways. We're going to be looking at just a few passing clouds, no fog. Now tomorrow could be a difference than what we're seeing. We could see a little bit more fog roll in as we head into tomorrow, Wednesday morning. It's just because we're seeing a little bit more humidity now. We do have a few of those clouds right now. Winds are fairly calm. Now your temperatures, they're warming up. We're seeing a nice mild start to your day, 40s, 50s, and we're starting to see 50s pop up on the board. We're going to be looking at your temperatures warming up into about 70 degrees for your high today. So that's going to feel very nice this afternoon. Tonight, temperatures are going to stay mild. We're going to be getting into those 50s for the most part as you wake up on Tuesday morning, maybe a few 40s inland, but still very mild, and we will still have 70s through most of the week. Really not until the weekend that we could see 60s again, but that's just because of some rain. So you can see we do have a warmer pattern set up. Let's talk about some moisture that we could see because that humidity has increased. We're going to be looking at a few more clouds as we go into tomorrow, especially. We are going to be looking at some fog possible as well. So right now your radar does look calm. Let's take a look at your day today. Mostly sunny skies, beautiful day out there. Tomorrow we're going to be seeing, you can see that fog starting to develop. There's going to be a chance that we could see some dense patches in the morning. So keep that in mind for your morning travels. Just take it nice and easy. Should start to lift by the afternoon. Afternoon should look mostly cloudy. We're going to be looking at our chance of rain starting to build in by Wednesday, and it's going to start off with an isolated chance of some rain. Small isolated showers Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. Then Saturday, we're going to be looking at our best chance of rain as we do have our next weather maker moving in, so showers and thunderstorms possible on that Saturday. Let's talk about your coastal conditions now. We do have 1 to 2 feet for the Gulf. Winds are out of the south at about 5 to 10 knots for today. Should be looking nice if you are heading out on the boat. Also, if you're heading out to the coastline, we do have your yellow flags flying with a good chance we could see either yellow or green flags later on today. Should be a beautiful one. Let's take a look at your week ahead. You can see we do have temperatures in the 70s for today. We're going to be looking at the upper 60s, low 70s through most of the week. Small rain chance does start on Wednesday, and we could see fog tomorrow morning, Wednesday morning. We're going to be looking at your isolated rain chances through Friday, and then as you head into the weekend, this is where we're going to see our rain chances starting to increase. We're going to go from 30% chance of rain up to about 50% on that Saturday, 40% heading into your Sunday.
I'll be the roundabout. Anybody remember that one? Anyway, this is your live shot of the roundabout leading up to the 3 Mile Bridge. Traffic moving smoothly there and everywhere this morning.
Straight ahead, restaurants with the most negative reviews over cleanliness. Which state tops the list? Oh, well, we will discuss.
When I read this morning, first heard about it, it bothered me. Not because of the dirt and the rats and the roaches and stuff. We go out to dinner a lot at the Withers family, not as much as we used to. And all our local restaurants, we sat at the chef's counter Saturday night. You see the kitchen; it's all beautiful, it's all clean and all that. We've never had anything happen here. So, having said that,
okay, they released the list of states with the dirtiest restaurants. An outfit called Affordable Seating. They're out of Chicago. They're actually a restaurant furniture company, and they analyzed 2.8 million reviews from TripAdvisor.
Yeah, it covered 40,000 restaurants in 2024, focused on low-rate restaurants in major cities, and flagged the words like rats, roaches, hair, and food. It's not based on official inspection data, though.
There we go.
Number one. New Jersey.
The great state of New Jersey.
Topping by a wide margin, as a matter of fact. But number 2, you guys.
Florida.
Our beloved state of Florida.
Yeah, but Florida's a big state. It doesn't include Pensacola.
That is
they
exactly
said
right.
it was major cities they talked about.
Yeah.
We're a great city. We're not a major city, so there you go.
If you want the dirty details, there were 1,691 mentions of hair in food, more than 4,500 mentions of dirty restaurant, and 636 mentions of bugs and rodents. I am really so sorry because I know it's before breakfast.
Also, we have a lot of bugs in Florida, so it's just going to happen sometimes.
Brooke is,
it could be a fly.
She speaks the truth. Yeah.
This is called rationalization.
Maybe a ladybug. Maybe it was even a cute bug.
Yeah, one of those nice little bugs. Bring you good luck, don't they, when they crawl on your finger?
They do. Oh, speaking of cuteness, there wasn't just the Super Bowl yesterday. There was another big game, and it's our favorite here on The Current. The Puppy Bowl.
The Puppy Bowl. Ours and pitted Team Rough against, Team Fluff.
Yeah, it featured 150 dogs plus 70 from 72 shelters across the United States, Puerto Rico, and the British Virgin Islands. The contest was back and forth affair. I missed it this year, and I'm really sad, but Brian did record it for me, so I'm going to watch it.
Oh, perfect. We cover your ears.
Oh, no, I'm going to get no.
Spoiler alert, Team Fluff.
No.
Team Fluff took it for the second time. The final score, 73-69. Okay.
They took home, what, the Lombardi Trophy?
They call it the Lombardi Trophy, and MVP was Boba of Team Fluff.
There's no point in me watching anymore.
No, the point is the cuteness, and the big point of all of it, to raise awareness about shelters and rescues that need our help more than ever. So congrats to the winners, and it's still a good show.
Yeah, I'm going to watch, and I'm still going to root for Team Rough.
Do
the
it.
Underdog, maybe they'll win.
The underdogs?
Yeah.
Underdogs.
Chime In is sponsored by Pensacola Habitat for Humanity.
Good morning, Sherry Romanek. This is entitled Fresh from the Groomer.
Look at that outfit. Fabulous. And from my friend Dee Lorraine, Devin Witherspoon. Brooke, you said he made some amazing plays last night.
He did fantastic. And I have a camera roll that looks exactly like that. So
were you just taking all this?
I was like, there he is. That's our boy.
We are so proud of our Pine Forest grad turned Seattle Seahawk. What a big night for Devin.
And there's much more to talk about. The big game. Bad Bunny paying homage to Puerto Rico in the halftime performance. We'll take a look at some of the big moments and what people thought on the way.
Florida's Lieutenant Governor is going to be in Santa Rosa County this morning.
Jay Collins will have a press conference in Milton at the Santa Rosa Correctional Institution. Starts at 9 o'clock. We do not have any heads up on what he might be talking about, but we'll be there.
This morning, President Trump accepting ownership of the current state of the U.S. economy.
Saying he's very proud of it, believes 2026 will be better. In an interview, he did not acknowledge prices are high in many everyday items, your groceries, of course, things like coffee and also natural gas. He said prices have already come down.
Specifically, he says when he took over, eggs, poultry, and others were absolutely through the roof. Now, the president's statements come as a new poll shows only a small number of people approve of the job he is doing. 36% say they approve. Recent polls showing a majority of Americans are not happy with how the president has handled the economy. He continues to insist his economic policies are working.
So we'd like to know what you think. Do you approve of how the president has handled the economy? Scan the QR on your screen. Let us know, yes or no.
A road project here in Northwest Florida will receive millions of dollars in federal funding.
The president signed that funding package, securing $3 million for South Navy Boulevard improvements. Now, Congressman Jimmy Petronis had been working with the Escambia County Commissioner for District 2, that's Mike Kohler, of course, for months to get this federal money. Federal funds only cover, though, part of a $13 million redevelopment project.
The final project plans show upgrades are set for a mile between South Navy Boulevard from Barrancas Avenue to the deck of the Sam A. Lovelace Bridge. And these renovations will include new landscaped medians, new traffic features, lighting, additional stormwater solutions, signage, and sidewalks.
Congressman Petronis says there's also a push from the community for the upgrades and supporting our military community.
There's the advocacy groups that are always leaning forward to make sure that we're getting the resources for our military. And look, I'm not a big spender, but I do believe that one of the true missions of the federal tax dollar is to support our military. And when you look at the type of economic engine, the stability, the diversity of the economy that having the installation there in Pensacola, well funded and supported, and then trying to seek other opportunities to exploit it for new missions, it's exciting.
Next steps will include the Florida Department of Transportation lane repurposing application process. The Florida-Alabama Transportation Planning Organization has to work this project into their 2050 long-range transportation plan. The county still has to secure funding for the rest of the work as well.
These things take time. A lot of people weighing in on this story. John says, thank you, President Trump.
Brian Ward wrote in part, lived here 27 years with Republican congressmen, governors, state senators, and House members, and no one ever lifted a shovel on South Navy Boulevard. Way overdue.
Good morning. This is 7:32 now here on the Morning Current, and we like to get you into the weather situation. Lovely over the weekend, a little chilly, but sunny and bright.
Yeah, we enjoyed the sunshine, and I think things are only looking up from here. Brooke, what do you say about Monday?
Yeah, we're going to be looking at some nice sunny weather again, and we're going to have temperatures slightly warmer. We're going to see humidity increasing today. You'll start to feel that. You can see a few more clouds in the sky, but you'll still have mostly sunny skies. It's going to be beautiful this afternoon. We're starting off very mild. We're in the 40s. We're in the mid to upper 40s, even seeing some 50s along the coastline. Highs today will get very close to or even at 70 degrees. So it is going to be a touch warmer this afternoon. It does come with very calm conditions. Calm winds. Winds will be fairly light through your day today. We are expecting some clouds to be moving through, but just a few passing clouds. Cloud cover does increase by tomorrow. We're going to be seeing that trend as we head into the end of the week. A little more moisture, more cloud cover, fog, and then a chance of some rain follows that. So that's what we'll be watching for the end of the week, but at least today does look a little bit drier. We're going to be looking at some nice calm conditions through your afternoon. Not looking at the fog this morning either, so temperatures are going to be staying in the 40s. You're going to have those nice clear conditions on the roadways. 60s by the time you hit 9 a.m., so that's going to feel nice. Mid to upper 60s by 11 a.m. Highs will be in the upper 60s to low 70s. Tonight, most of us will stay in the 50s, so you'll wake up tomorrow a good 5 degrees warmer for some of us. It is going to be a warmer day today. Get out and enjoy it. We'll be tracking that chance of some rain coming up.
Checking your early morning drive, we are looking live at I-10 and Pine Forest. We see traffic stacking up in the usual direction, but still moving smoothly at 7:33.
Pensacola City Council gathering. One of the things you'll talk about is Police Chief-elect Eric Winstrom.
Winstrom was hired by Mayor D.C. Reeves to be the next chief. Most recently, he was the police chief in Grand Rapids, Michigan.
Now, the City Council needs to officially approve his hire before he can start. The discussion is listed as an agenda item during the council review today at 3:30. If approved, Winstrom will start his new job on the 2nd of March.
Also on tap for the week, you can let the good times roll. Who's ready? A couple of big Mardi Gras events planned in Pensacola.
First off, the Mardi Gras Mambo. It is Thursday, 6 o'clock. Doors open at 5 o'clock at the Bay Center. DJ Jazzy Jeff, Waka Flocka Flame, and the Yin Yang Twins will all perform.
Friday, one of Jared's favorites, the Crew of Lafitte Illuminated Parade. That takes place in downtown Pensacola, rolling at 7:30 and lasting till around 9 with marching bands and the spectacular lighted floats.
Then Saturday, it's the Pensacola Grand Mardi Gras Parade. Starts at 2, goes to 5-ish in downtown again. The route different this year because of the Palafox construction. You may have heard about that. Instead of crossing Garden Street and traveling down South Palafox to Main, parades will now cross Garden Street and travel down South Jefferson down to Main Street.
The fun doesn't stop there. Sunday, it's the Crew of Rex Beach Parade. That begins at 2 p.m. on Pensacola Beach. It will roll down Via de Luna from Avenida 10 to the Gulfside Pavilion. Aye.
That's a lot of information, right? I'll get that in your brain and keep it there as we get through the week. Well, you can scan the QR code on your screen. Takes you to our website where all that information you need to know about Mardi Gras fun, the Mambo and the parades is right there.
Coming up, a top U.S. health official now urging Americans to get the measles vaccine. Hear what Dr. Oz has to say as outbreaks grow.
Bad Bunny with the Super Bowl halftime show. We'll look at the big moments and the surprise guests.
A little tough to get going on the Monday after Super Bowl, right?
Yeah, a little past my bedtime.
It's going to be okay. Let's take a coffee break. We'll get you through. We were just talking about slacking on the day after Super Bowl.
Yeah.
Michael Wire is streaming with us on Facebook. He goes, I don't see as much traffic. Maybe people are sleeping in. He goes, come on, people. It's just Super Bowl Monday.
That's all it is to it. A dear friend of mine, big Patriots fan. He's a New Englander like myself. He texted me, he says, it looks like the Patriots brought a middle school team to the game.
Wow. Sometimes it's hard to hang with your peeps. On the other hand, if you're a Seahawks fan, you are feeling good this morning. They did defeat the Pats 29-13. It is Seattle's second Super Bowl win, and their defense getting a lot of the credit.
Yeah, they pummeled the Patriots quarterback Drake May, sacked 6 times. One of those sacks attributed to our very own Devin Witherspoon. And of course, Pine Forest High grad served as captain at the Super Bowl, representing well.
Yeah, no kidding. Kenneth Walker III, named MVP, ran for 135, first running back MVP in how long? 28 years.
Wow. Tons of reaction pouring in online. A lot of love for Devin Witherspoon. More than 270 people just so far commenting, many wishing Witherspoon congratulations and thanking him for representing Pensacola.
It was cool when they brought up his picture.
Yeah.
You know, they had all the players in their hometowns. Yay!
Yeah, right. Yeah, Bree says he played his heart out for sure. Way to go, Devin.
Susan wrote, congratulations to Devin Witherspoon and the Seattle Seahawks. This is an incredible achievement. All the hard work and dedication paying off. Can't wait to see what's next.
You may recall last week we asked you who you wanted to win the Super Bowl, and it looks like that hometown pride dominated the polls. 68% said Seahawks, 32%. It's okay, y'all. There's always next year.
All right, let's talk about halftime, shall we? Bad Bunny paying tribute to Puerto Rico in his halftime performance.
Amazingly, they never tapped Brooke to be a dancer.
Okay, wait. So you remember how they said that you needed to be so tall?
Yeah.
It's because they were the sugarcane bushes.
Sugarcane, I know.
I was like, I could have been a bush.
You could have been a power pole, but no, it wasn't meant to be. 13 minutes, and they did start out in a sugarcane field. Really, the whole thing in homage to Puerto Rico. The performance moving through various symbols of the island U.S. territory.
Celebrities dancing on the front porch. Cardi B, Jessica Alba, Pedro Pascal, Alex Earl as well.
Yeah, and there was a surprise guest, Lady Gaga. She sang part of her song Die With a Smile. As she sang, a couple got married for real. And it's funny, me and Brian were watching, we're like, are they getting married for real? But yeah, Bad Bunny served as their witness and signed their marriage certificate. Ricky Martin also performed.
Look at him. Ricky Martin's still looking good. All right.
Let's see here. There's Ricky. And a one-part featured, you may have noticed this part, the sparking power poles. This is a symbol of Puerto Rico's frequent power blackouts and the failing power grid.
And let's talk about Bad Bunny. There he is performing entirely in Spanish. Only English during the whole show was Lady Gaga's song, and the only English words Bad Bunny spoke during the whole performance, God bless America. Then he named the countries across the Americas.
But wait, there's more. Before he hit the stage, a lot of people across the country making plans to boycott the halftime show. Bad Bunny had been critical of the president and immigration policy.
During his Grammys acceptance speech, he said, "Ice out." His latest tour also skips the continental U.S. He has said he fears his fans might be targeted by ICE operations.
Yeah, it even sparked a halftime show put on by Turning Point USA to conquer Bad Bunnies. It featured Kid Rock, Brantley Gilbert, Lee Brice, and Gabby Barrett.
Gabby Barrett.
Gabby Barrett.
Brooke's not a country person. About 5 million people streamed that on YouTube alone. Tell us what you think. Was Bad Bunny the right choice for the halftime show? We're going to pop up a QR, which you may scan and weigh in. If not, you can go to our website and you can find it there because we have lots of stories and lots more.
All of our stories, every last one of them, available on our YouTube channel. So if you go to youtube.com and seek out WEAR News, they're all there for you for your review anytime.
Coming up, Dr. Oz saying, get the measles vaccine. In addition, he has some comments about vaccines in general, and we will bring it all to you straight ahead.
Good morning and welcome back. A top doc is telling us all we really should get vaccinated against the measles.
Dr. Mehmet Oz speaking about it yesterday. He is the administrator for the Centers for Medicare and Medicaid Services. And this comes amid outbreaks across several states to the point where the U.S. is said to be at risk of losing its measles elimination status.
Here's what he had to say.
Take the vaccine, please. We have a solution for a problem. Not all illnesses are equally dangerous and not all people are equally susceptible to those illnesses. But measles is one you should get your vaccine.
Outbreak in Carolinas, cases in the hundreds, more than the outbreak in Texas last year. In all, as of February 5, the CDC confirmed 733 cases this year, cases across 20 states.
13 cases have been confirmed in Florida at this point, and one of those cases was confirmed in Northwest Florida.
The party's over.
A live look at Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara, California, where there will be cleaning up and only the memories remain. But what a fantastic game, marred only by one thing at Brooks' house, a slight theft of Super Bowl snacks by beloved dog Bravo.
Yeah, Bravo decided to eat a couple pizza rolls and crackers. He's never done that before. I look over and he's just chomping on crackers. I'm like, okay, you're in trouble now.
Everybody celebrates in their own way. Yeah. That's okay. Hopefully you guys had a good time.
Yeah, he needed some Super Bowl snacks, I guess. But we do have some nice weather if you are maybe coming awake from a nice long night watching the Super Bowl. We're going to be looking at some beautiful conditions to start your Monday off. It's looking quite nice. We do have mostly sunny skies. We'll deal with a few passing clouds today, and that's going to be really the extent that we see today. Changes tomorrow. We're going to have a little bit more fog chance for tomorrow morning. Winds are fairly calm for us, and your temperatures, they are getting more mild. We're in the 50s for some of us this morning, and we're going to get into the 50s very shortly for a lot of us. We're going to warm up. Temperatures get into the upper 60s and eventually the low 70s for your highs. So it's going to feel nice and mild for today. You can see those temperatures warming up into those low 70s. Overnight tonight, temperatures will be dropping into the 50s, and we'll stay in the 50s for most of us tomorrow morning. We could see a few 40s inland, but it is going to still be looking well above average for this time of year. Back in the 70s for Tuesday afternoon, Tuesday night. Temperatures getting into the 50s and 60s. This is around 1 a.m. and we're still seeing 60. So it is going to be a warmer forecast for you. It does come with some humidity. It's going to be a little more moisture that builds in, and it does lead to some small rain chances by Wednesday. You can see right now our radar is fairly dry. We're having a few passing clouds. We're going to be looking at conditions starting to get a little bit cloudier as we have that fog develop going into your Tuesday morning. We'll have clouds build in after that. Fog should clear up later into the day, but we will be looking at some clouds on your Tuesday. Still warm, still nice. It's just going to look a little different. Wednesday we'll have a chance of some rain, and this is going to kick off a little bit more of an unsettled pattern. It will be isolated rain chances. It's not going to be the biggest deal on your day. You're not going to be seeing a major impact, but you'll have a few showers possible. Might have to have the umbrella out for a few moments as that moves through. Isolated for Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. Best chance of rain does come in on Saturday, and we'll continue to track that as we get closer to the weekend. But your seatone rain forecast for today, 1 to 2 feet for the Gulf. Winds are out of the south at about 5 to 10 knots, and we do have your yellow flags flying with a good chance we could see those yellow or green flags later on today. Let's take a look at your week ahead. We do have some nice conditions for you today. Temperatures will top out in the low 70s. We'll be in the 60s and 70s as we head through your week. We do have that small rain chance for Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. Look at what happens as you head into the weekend. Rain chances do increase. So we're going to be dealing with about a 50% chance of that rain on Saturday because of the higher rain chances. Temperatures will just be slightly lower as we get into the upper 60s. 40% chance of rain on that Sunday, and we'll still see the upper 60s. So that pattern's still looking warm as we have that rain moving through.
Oh boy, coming up, McDonald's wants to help you get fancy. Caviar and McNuggets, it's a thing.
Generally, my culinary choices are pretty basic, kind of lowbrow. I'm just that kind of guy. I'll admit it, right? You know, the fancy stuff.
Well, McDonald's, which is probably, you know, if you want to say, you know, comfortable food.
Yeah.
They want to help us all get fancy. We are bringing in our executive producer, AJ, because she is always up to date on the viral trends. And apparently, AJ, this is some kind of partnership with Paramount Caviar?
It is. And Brooke gets credit for this. She brought this to my attention, and it's like the best thing I've ever heard. Tomorrow at 10 a.m., McDonald's is going to launch a website called McNugget Caviar.
I think
we're going to have to, AJ, I'm sorry, your mic isn't working.
Darn it.
Get that fixed, we'll get back to her. But let's talk about
But
the
she
basics
said
of the
you
story.
were the one that spotted this online.
Yeah, I saw it. So it's called, McDonald's is pairing up and they're going to give out McNugget Caviar. And it's free, and tomorrow at 10 a.m. is what AJ was saying. You can go online, they have a website, and you can try, I don't know how popular it's going to be, but you can try to win one of these free kits. It comes with an ounce tin of McNugget Bear Sturgeon Caviar, $25 gift card for McNuggets, cream fresh, and mother of pearl caviar.
Well, you got to have the spoon. I mean, come on.
Mother of pearl caviar spoon. Oh, my goodness. If you can get one, it is free. They drop at 10 a.m. our time tomorrow. Y'all, the website address, McNuggetCaviar.com.
Maybe we should try, for no other reason, to bring it in and do a taste test.
That's the plan. I think we're all going to be on our computers tomorrow, 10 a.m. And we're going to be
Central?
Yes, and
Okay.
we're going to try to get the McNuggets caviar.
You know the bosses are watching. I'm just letting you know that.
But it sounds delicious, and it's free, so you don't have to expend it.
I've never had caviar, nor do I. You know, fish eggs just doesn't sound that good.
Yeah, well, apparently you may find out.
But I like McNuggets.
Crossing fingers that we get in.
Okay.
Chime In is sponsored by Pensacola Habitat for Humanity.
All right, Susan Tucker, my lab mix Bessie at 17th Avenue Boat Ramp Pier. Oh, she looks like she wants to swim.
She spotted something out there, didn't she? Yeah. And from Debbie Joseph, this is Sweet Callie Jane with her radar ear that has a mind of its own. Okay.
We have to take care of some business. We'll be right back.
We have a plan. We need to throw a big homecoming parade for Devin Witherspoon, right? Did you already message him?
I'm going to message him.
Okay, hope his
Devin,
DMs.
check your DMs.
Yeah, check your DMs. We want to put this together after that spectacular Super Bowl.
Excellent idea, ladies. Thank you very much, and thank you for watching the Morning Current. We'll see you tomorrow right here at 7 o'clock.